too much waifu in this episode. I can't take it. Like, oh my god, Rin, you're really making it hard for me to choose between Saber and yourself right now, because this episode of Fate Stay Night, my god, I was like, too much waifu. I love Rin. Oh. So in this episode, we get to see like more setup of like kind of like a little bit of the more aftermath that we saw after Kuzuki like had that little battle. And it seems like Shiro's been taking a lot of strain on him lately, like using like he can't really use like his left side of his arm a lot. Has been really taking the like he dropped blades. It's like highly noticeable that. And we find out later in this episode that Archie's saying like he was using too many magic circuits that he's never used before. That this is stuff that he's never like accustomed to, because since like he hasn't really been fully trained to use these sort of like magic circuits before, and he finally pushed himself to the limit and did something as high level as like try and make to make Archer's blaze, and it was way too much for him, and this is why he's having this hard time. And if it wasn't really for Archer, pretty much he probably would have still been like this for a very long time and all that, although he was recovering after like a short period of time. Not to mention as well as like this episode had a lot more hinting around about like Rin and Shiro, which I really like that and all that. Like, I mean, I've got to like I really did like Rin in this episode, really too cute and all that. And it's like saying, and the lowest little thing is saying, oh, you talk too much, like, you know, freaking Archer and stuff like that. You've been like having fun with me and all that. I like that you know they seem to be enjoying each other's company now, and like it isn't just like, oh, we just got a pact and all that. It's like they're actually becoming closer, ironically, in this war and all that. And he's just seeing, you know, like how freaking Rin is acting so tsundere in front of him and all that. It's just so adorable and all that. And you know, we finally get to see that like notorious outfit that she's always in, that little red sweater and stuff like that, which is like so cute. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like I've kind of noticed a trend going on in Fate Stay, and it's like it's no knock and all that, but it kind of seems a little bit predictable with how it like sets episodes. Like we're gonna have one amazing just filled up battle episode and all that, and then we'll have these episodes which are more, you know, talking about, you know, sort of setup and all that, sort of a little aftermath, is talking like, you know, stuff through and all that, which I like it. It's needed in shows and all that, but I felt like a lot of this episode is like we kind of didn't need to know a little bit of this and that and all that. I felt like it felt dragged on a few little parts of this episode. Honestly, really what pretty much happened in this episode was just pretty much development between Rin and Shiro's relationship, like talking a little bit that they're getting a little more closer than friends now rather than just like a pact and acquaintances. Like also as well, like Archer showing off his ideals and stuff a little bit more, saying, you know, in the end of the day, Shiro, you're wrong, my ideals are right, and I'm pretty much going to show you why. And you know, that's pretty much what it really was towards this episode and all that, him like sort of healing him, getting back to the normal, and also setting up that, you know, ever since he's now awakened these magic circuits and Archer's healed him and all that, that he's actually able to go back to like normal and all that. Like he will actually be stronger than he was before. So that's something that he, like that thing with Kuzuki now, that he'll probably be able to actually go against him and last a lot longer. Who knows, maybe he'll actually be able to summon those blades and actually be able to maintain them for a long period of time now. So that's something that, you know, that could be set up for next week's episode, because the preview for next week sounds absolutely sick. It sounds amazing and all that, but honestly, that was pretty much all it really was to this episode and all that. So sadly, this week I'm going to have to give it a 5. I didn't think I'd give it much to the like Fate Stay episode of 5 before, but yeah, this honestly was just like, it felt a little bit just like too much like dialogue heavy and stuff like that, and kind of stuff that we already knew. And you know, I felt like a lot of time was like kind of wasted on certain parts of this episode. But yeah, that's my own personal opinion about it. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. But that's all for me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys